Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about orbital perturbations. Perturbation is nothing but disturbances. Okay, there are so many perturbing forces, that is disturbing forces for an orbit. Some of the main forces are effects of a non-spherical earth and atmospheric drag. Effects of a non-spherical earth. According to Kepler's third law, the nominal mean motion n suffix 0 of a spherical earth of uniform mass is given by this formula. See, we know that earth is not cylindrical and not completely a spherical object also. Okay. So, due to the effect of this uncertainty, then the following perturbances, that means the disturbances are occurring in an orbit. So, oblate spheroid. Let's consider the shape of the earth as an oblate spheroid. See, the earth is not perfectly spherical. It has a bulge at the equator and flattening at the poles. This shape is known as the oblate spheroid. When this is taken into account, the mean motion is modified into like this. Mean motion is always denoted by the symbol small n, and which is given by this formula. So substituting the equation in 1.8 1.8 in 1.9, okay, and moving the right hand side terms to the left hand side, we get this equation. So k1 is equal to 6063.1704 kilometer square, which is the known constant value, and this obliqueness will not affect the semi major axis small a. Then anomalistic period. The orbital period of the earth when considering its obliteness is termed as the anomalistic period. Okay. See, previously we have studied the orbital period, and this one is anomalistic period. And this is the time period required to go around the orbital path from perigee to perigee. Okay, so we know that the farthest point is known as perigee and closest point is known as apogee. Okay, and this is the time required to go around the orbital path from perigee to perigee. Okay, when it covers a cycle, one cycle from perigee to perigee, it is considered to be anomalistic period. So previously orbital period is indicated by P, and this anomalistic period is indicated by P suffix A, okay, which is equal to 2 pi by n into S, where n is mean motion and the unit is radians per second. So due to the effect of this oblateness, there are two changes occurred in the orbital plane. Okay, and these effects are produced by the non-spherical earth. What are they? Number one is regression of the nodes, and the second one is rotation of the line of apsides. Let's see one by one. Regression of the nodes. Regression is nothing but a backward movement. Okay, so three things happen here are the nodes appear to slide along the equator. Okay, and this is due to the prograde and retrograde orbit of the earth. Okay, and if the orbit is prograde, then the nodes slide westward, and if it is retrograde, then they slide eastward. Okay, so what is the prograde orbit and retrograde orbit? I am telling you, prograde refers to a satellite that spins in the same direction as its orbit. Okay, and retrograde refers to a satellite that spins in the opposite direction of its orbit. Okay, so these are called prograde orbit and retrograde orbit. And the second thing happening here is the line of nodes in the equatorial plane rotates about the center of the earth. Okay, and thus the right ascension of the ascending node shifts its position. Okay, so these things are happening due to the regression of the nodes. Therefore, the nodes move in the opposite direction of the satellite motion, because the satellite in prograde orbit moves eastward and retrograde orbit moves westward. Hence, this is termed as the regression of the nodes. Okay, and these factors can be grouped into one factor like K. K is given by this formula, and the unit is radian per day or degrees per day. The rate of change of ohm with respect to time can be given as this formula. Okay, where I is inclination. For a polar orbit, I is equal to 90 degree. Okay, that 0 to be superscripted, and the regression is 0. When d ohm by dt is negative, the regression is westward. When d ohm by dt is positive, the regression is eastward. and the orbit is retrograde. Okay, and it is possible to choose the value of A, E and I in such a way that the rate of rotation is 0.98560 per day eastward. Okay, so this type of orbit is known as sun synchronous orbit.